Time for my pet of the week. Hi, Raphael.
Hi.
And this cat looks familiar to me.
She is. She was here last week. This is Paisley.
But she's a whole different kitty now.
Yeah, she's not feeling great today.
Oh, dear.
She didn't like the car ride. She's not really keeping her food down at the moment.
Oh, dear.
So she's just under vet observation. But one good thing about Paisley is just a couple of days after appearing on Limestone Lens, she got an app in.
Excellent app. Somebody wanted to adopt her.
Exactly.
Well,
and that just goes to show you how quickly some of these animals can move. Some animals we've had for hundreds of days. Other animals, you know, they just get apps as soon as they go up on our website. So if you're interested in an animal that shows up on this program or you see anywhere else on our social media, you know, whatever, you really want to apply right away.
I get it. I get it. What happens after? So let's say I fall in love with Paisley, which I could, and I put in an application to adopt her. So then what happens?
Yeah, so we have our customer care team who is in charge of processing all of the apps. And so when we get an app, we ask for references. And if you've owned animals in the past, we ask for a vet reference. So first thing we do, we just check to see if you're already in our system. Maybe you've already adopted from us before, or you've donated. Then we call your vet reference. So if the vet says, yes, this owner keeps up to date with vaccines, seeks medical care when is needed. If you've had an animal that's passed away, did you do end-of-life care? All of that. If the vet has no concerns, then that application is approved. Well, actually, before we go through the references, the first thing we do is just to make sure that your application fits all the requirements, because sometimes people apply for an animal and they don't really realize that there are certain requirements for that animal. So for example, some dogs, we do require you have a yard, or we do require that there are no children under a certain age in the house. So that's, we do look also if you already have pets. Some dogs can't be in a home with cats. Some cats don't like other cats. So we do that first, then we look through your reference. If you've never had a pet before, that's fine. We'll call personal references. And then once all of that is done, our customer care team gives the approve or, you know, not approved. If you're not approved, we do contact you and we say like, hi, this is why you weren't approved. We sort of have a chat with you. We try to determine whether, you know, maybe your vet said, well, they had a cat, but they didn't really come in for vaccines as often as we would have liked. So then our team will have a little chat with you, be like, listen, this is why it's really important. And if we feel like, you know, you're receptive to what we're saying, then sometimes we do go ahead with the application as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you know, I've just realized she's grooming, and
Yes.
that's a good sign. And I've always heard that a sick cat doesn't groom.
I've never heard that, so
I
I'm
just
not
always
sure, but
heard that. But
yeah.
you know, she's just really going to town here on yes. Her.
And that's another thing. She has an application in, but we're probably going to just keep an eye on her for at least a few days, not schedule the adoption right away, just until we're confident that she's feeling better.
Yeah.
And that's something we do with all the animals. If someone shows up at the time of adoption and the animal's not feeling well, then we do a sort of temporary adoption in the meantime until they're cleared.
Well, she seems okay. I hope I wish her, she is really going to town here on the grooming. Jeez.
We changed her diet, so we're hoping that'll help.
Yeah, it's just a little minor setback. Well, thanks for filling me in on what goes on after the application. I never really thought about that before. I thought you walk in and you walk out with a pet. So
no, it takes a few days.
Takes a while. Yeah, okay. So thanks for coming in today, and thanks. Nice to see you again, Paisley. Yeah. You're gonna lick me too. Yeah. You're gonna kiss me too. You think I need cleaning?